Welcome back. If you're just joining us, Dr. Mary Okello has been our two-part series of the season finale. We have looked at her life in banking, in education, and now the rewards. Let's talk about these different awards. There's one here for National Diversity and Inclusion Awards and Recognition. It's a certificate of recognition to you, Dr. Mary Okello, and Diversity and Inclusion Eminent Leaders in Kenya. What is this about?
That's what it says. I have always been fighting for inclusion. That is why I was fighting even in the bank for women to be included, so that women can have access. Yeah, so I go against tribalism. Yes, I am married to outside my tribe, and I support everybody. So tribalism is not something that we should entertain in this day and age. Yeah, we should be fighting for things that will free our continent as Africans. We should unite together and decolonize our minds, the minds which have kept us subservient to other nations, to other races. We should be thinking about that rather than thinking about
this one, huyu ni kabila hii, huyu mwingine ni kabila hii.
Itakupeleka wapi?
Kukusaidia. It's true. It's true. And then we have one here, Trailblazing program in recognition of Dr. Mary Okello from the Republic of Kenya. Let's talk about this one now.
Well, I think it just as it says, trailblazing, being a pioneer in things and creating a way for other people to follow. Yes.
Well, there's so many awards here, as we can see. There's one here from St. Francis Church. They're appreciating you for your exemplary service. That one we thank your parents for, because you've mentioned it over and over again. You come from a family that you've been trained to serve. There's one here for Eco Network Africa.
Yes, Eco Network Africa is an organization that is also empowering women. Yes.
So they appreciated you for your contribution as a catalyst for development. These awards are many, and we even left some in the house. What was, or rather, in all these awards, which one touched your heart the most? Of course they all did, but which award really hit hard when you received it?
I think the African Development Bank Lifetime Award made me happy, because I felt then that my influence had gone across the continent through maybe the Women in Development policy paper, for which I was instrumental in doing while I was at the African Development Bank, but also in recognition of my fight for space for women in the financial sector. And I think that made me happy, because now I know that we are moving. Yeah.
You're heading somewhere.
Yes.
You didn't fight for nothing.
No, but we have not arrived. Aluta continue.
But when do you think this fight for women, when do you think, or rather, at what point will you say, now, this is where I want us to be?
Well, if our representation reflects the numbers we are, they say we are 60%. So then we should have 60% in decision-making places. Maybe if we can have a president who is a woman, who can also show that women are able to rule.
Is this possible? In our country, and with all the culture and tradition that we still have, considering it's an African country, is it possible? Considering even our parliament itself.
I told you I'm a Christian, and we are told with God everything is possible. It's just a question of us organizing ourselves and believing that we can do it.
So, ma'am, you left Makini. You didn't leave Makini. You
Handed over.
You handed over Makini. So, what are we up to now? What are we doing now?
At the moment, I'm planting trees, but also I'm very much committed to the widows' cause. Widows are very much exploited in this country. They lose their dignity. They lose their when their husbands die. It looks like some of their identity goes, but mainly they are exploited by families and people. They sometimes lose their inheritance, and things are not easy for them. Yes, so I'm just trying to see if we can get a voice so that women, widows, are treated as well as they used to be treated when their husbands were there. Yes.
And you're doing this across the country?
Well, you start where you are.
Where did you start?
I'm starting at where I am up country. Yeah, but wherever I go, when I talk to people, I say, please stop exploitation of widows. Sometimes they are overloaded. You go to places, some institutions think that women who are widows have so much time on their hands that they can just be told, oh, you go and do this, you go and do this, you go and do this. But they don't realize that these women have limited time because now they are covering 2 places.
Mom and dad.
Exactly. So I'm just looking at those institutions which tend to exploit women, widows, to think again and realize that in so doing, they are actually burdening the widows. But I haven't also left children. I still love children. The other day I had a wonderful afternoon. Where I am, there is a school for the blind, and these children had sung so well at the county level that they were going to go to the national level. So they came to sing for me, and they sang beautifully. And they were so happy that, they had come out of their institution just to sing and dance and what have you. So those are some of the things that I'm still involved in, just putting a smile on, say, special needs people, yes, and the less fortunate in the society, because when you see them happy, you feel, it gives you a lot of happiness. Because when I remember these children saying, we hardly go out of our institution, but today we have come out and we are singing and we are, it was just something that I cannot explain to you how happy it made me. Yeah, so we said, okay, we'll be doing it more frequently so that we get to know one another, and sometimes we get so caught up in our own affairs that we don't realize the plight of people who are less fortunate than we are. And to me, that is a continuous thing that we have to continuously remember them. We have to continuously think about them, and we have always to do something that will make them happy and improve their quality of life.
What a nice way to lead us to the Boss Lady Quote of the Day. Boss Lady Quote of the Day. Do not be obsessed with expensive things. Instead, be obsessed with excellence. Things don't make you excellent. However, excellence will make you expensive. This quote is by Jana Kachola. What advice would she give us?
First, whatever you do, do with integrity. And there is no shortcut to success. You just have to walk the walk. You have to go it diligently, persevere, face challenges. There is no quick money anywhere unless you steal or unless you get an inheritance. Everything you are looking at, you have to work for it, and work for it consistently. But whatever you do also, do to serve others. Do to make sure that others are also coming up. Because It does not matter if one Kenyan is all powerful and successful, but the others are not. We have to work together because we are each other's keeper. So we have to try and support one another so that we all are up there. So we don't leave anybody to suffer or to be in poverty or to, because what is it if you are rich and your brother or somebody is languishing in poverty? Can you really enjoy yourself? Can you sit at that table and enjoy yourself when he is languishing in poverty? So we have to support one another, and we have to overcome this thing. Oh, this one is Kikuyu, this is a Luo, this is this and that. No, we are all one. We are all one. For me, the fight we should do is to decolonize our minds, to feel that Africans, we have to bring our continent out of this poverty.
I can't add anything. We close this season 2 here. We will meet again next time for another fresh, exciting season with different boss ladies who keep on encouraging you. Remember, this is the Boss Lady for women who mean business.